Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to anybody who is new. If you are new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you do want to leave me any comments down below, don't forget I really like to chat with you guys and get to know each other. So don't hesitate to leave me some comments, whether it's good, bad, ugly, whatever you want. You definitely can leave that down below. Today's video is actually going to be me finally introducing all of my new pigs to you. We adopted them all kind of in the month of August. It's been a little bit long time coming. So I kind of want to address, I am in the guinea pig room, and as you can see, I painted the room. It's like a lime sherbet color, I guess it's called. Really super excited about it. I think it's super cute. I've ordered a few pictures that I'm excited to put up in here that I'll have to show you guys as well. A friend of mine actually sent me some cute guinea pig pictures that she found like paintings of, and they're really cute too. I am excited to actually decorate a little bit more because since we've moved here, I've never really decorated. Originally, I moved here with only one of my guinea pigs. Her name was Layla. She was on my channel in the past. She passed away when she was 8 years of age. She had some cysts in her ovaries, and I just didn't want to put her through getting spayed at a really old age. So we just made her comfortable before she passed away. But that was Layla, and when we had her, we moved here with just her, and then I ended up bonding her with a few other pigs. That's kind of how we like evolved from what it was. This room was originally just a laundry room that we had her cage in, and then her and her friend's cage in, and then now it is what it is. But it wasn't as crazy as it was back then. There is going to be a video coming up soon. I am planning on decorating everything for Christmas, and I will be posting a video, kind of like a tour of kind of my small animal area, because I don't have a pet room, but I have, you know, I have this room, which I call my guinea pig room, but it is supposed to be a laundry room, but they've took over. And then I have like my bunnies have like a whole bunch of space, and I would love to share that all with you guys as well. Today's video is to introduce you to all of my pigs, so we will do that now. So the first pig that I have to introduce to you guys is little Lucy Lou here. Her name was originally Daisy, and I personally actually like the name Daisy. But I decided to change it because throughout my lifetime I had a hamster named Daisy. She was actually like my very first hamster I ever had when I was really young. And then we actually had a parakeet named Daisy when I was really young as well. So I just felt like the name Daisy was a little played out. So this is Lucy Lou. She's actually what made me feel like I was ready to have guinea pigs again. Basically, I had seen her picture on Pet Finder. Pet Finder is a really great resource. Basically, I know it's for the United States. You can plug in your location, kind of plug in what kind of animal you're looking for. It even goes by like breeds. So like if you wanted a dog, you could pick that you wanted like a husky or something, and all the huskies or husky mix and stuff will pull up for you and tell you like what shelters they're at and like what the distance is and all that. So it's pretty cool. But I did look for guinea pigs, and I saw her picture and I like could not say no. So I went and traveled to go get her. I actually had emailed back and forth with the rescue a few times prior, and then I wasn't able to like get down there because it was over an hour away. I think it was like an hour and a half away, and I wasn't like able to get down there right away since I worked and stuff, so I had to wait for the weekend. But I did get down there, luckily in enough time to get her. Obviously if she got in another home, I would have found somebody else to adopt, I'm sure. She's perfect. I literally love her so much. Isn't that right? So a little bit about Daisy. I believe she was only about a year when we adopted her, so she's only a year and a few months. When I went and picked her up, they actually told me that she had just had a surgery to remove a benign tumor, a growth. It was actually like on her shoulder, so she had like shaved hair when we first got her. It was kind of cute, but it's grown back now. Originally, I don't think they knew if it was benign or not, but they did send it off and it was benign, so she didn't have like cancer or anything. But I will always just watch and make sure. I mean, I do that with all of my animals, make sure no growths or anything do pop up. I'll be looking at her a little more closely just to make sure that nothing, since she's only a year old and it's already happened, kind of assuming that she might be a little more prone to some growths. So anyways, this is little Lucy Lou. Say hi. She's probably one of the boss pigs. It's between her and Ophelia, which you will meet later. Hi, baby. So now you can meet Eleanor, or as we like to call her, Ellie. Her name originally at the shelter was Drusilla, which I'm not really sure how they came up with that name, so obviously we decided to change it. As you see, or as you will see, we kind of went with like human girl names for all the girls. I'm not always set on themes, but I guess I went with a little bit of a theme with these girls. But this is Ellie, and she's actually the baby of the family. She was only 7 or 8 weeks when we adopted her. So to start off, her story is that I guess her mama pig had been surrendered at the shelter and she was pregnant, so she had been born in the shelter and they all took really good care of the babies, and she was the last one left. Here's little Ellie, Eleanor, or Ellie, whatever you want to call her, and she's super cute, and she's the baby of the family. And yes, she does have red eyes and I love it. And then this little girl is Alice. I actually call her both Alice and Gracie. I couldn't really decide on a name for her because I liked both Alice and Gracie. Her name originally was Rosie. She is a little over a year and a half. And she's super cute. She's actually a teddy pig. I believe that she was just surrendered with actually another friend who has gotten adopted. Actually, I think they bonded Ellie with her and her friend, but then her friend got adopted to be a friend with another pig. And so it was just them two that were left, so I ended up with them. I've never had a teddy furred pig before. It looks like her hair should be really rough, but it's super soft. She's really sweet too. Her name was originally Rosie, and I actually really like the name Rosie for her, but my aunt has a dog named Rosie who I truly love, and so I really just couldn't do it. Like I couldn't keep her name Rosie too, so that's why we changed it to Alice. And like I said, sometimes I call her Gracie, so maybe she has like a identity crisis, but I don't think she minds too much. I honestly call her Alice more than Gracie, but I just like the name Gracie too for her, so shoot me. How I kind of came across Alice and Ellie basically was when like maybe the night before I was going to pick up little Lucy, I was looking on Pet Finder and I found these two pigs named Lily and Ivy who I like fell madly in love with. Like their pictures were just full of personality and I just wanted those pigs so bad. So when I went and picked up little Lucy, I realized that that shelter was only like 45 minutes from that shelter, which of course was like over 2 hours away from my house, but it's okay. I called them and I had asked about Lily and Ivy after we adopted Lucy, and unfortunately they were adopted the day before, which is fine. Obviously I hope that they got a good home, but I was just kind of like a little bummed. And then they were like, you know, we still have other female pigs, I really think you should come and take a look. And I was like, oh okay, like might as well, because I didn't really want little Lucy to not have a friend for a while until I found the right one. So I was like, you know, what's the chances that I won't fall in love, you know? So I ended up traveling there. Like I said, it was like 45 minutes from the shelter I already was at. So it was a little over 2 hours from my house. And I found these two and I just couldn't say no. So that's how we ended up with them. I still kind of think about Lily and Ivy a lot. I'm hoping that wherever they ended up was a really good home. Next up is Large Marge here. She is large and she's in charge. So that's why we named her Large Marge. If you can look, you can see how chunky she is. She is now on a diet, isn't that right? I am too, so it's okay, honey. So Large Marge, basically I was going, it was a little over an hour from my house, and I was going to be basically tubing with my friends. We had plans to, and I had been reached out by a friend of mine to tell me that there were some piggies that were up for adoption at the PetSmart, actually in like the same city that I was going. So I was like, you know what, why don't I go just take a look, because you never know. I mean, I love having a herd of pigs. I love seeing them all be friends, and the more the merrier in my life, honestly. So that's why I was like, you know, it wouldn't hurt to adopt 2 more if I do decide to. We'll see what happens. So we ended up going to PetSmart and checking them out, and I actually held her second. I held the other one first, but I held her and I just fell like madly in love with her. Her name originally was Midnight. She is, I think that they guessed to be about 3 to 4, but she's so sweet. And honestly, she's a little more shy, but that's okay. We work with you, huh? But she's absolutely beautiful. You can see that she has like orange points or highlights, however you want to call it, and I think that's absolutely beautiful. Honestly, I feel like she's super perfect and she's got a lot of personality, and yeah, so we love her and I'm glad that we adopted her. Out of the pair, not that I was gonna say no, but out of the pair, once I held her, I like knew I had to have them. And then her little friend, who is Ophelia. She's super sweet. I believe her name originally was Peaches. She is also estimated to be about 3 to 4 years old, and she's super cute. Same thing, she was at the PetSmart obviously with large Marge. I believe their story was just that they were in a hoarding house. I'm not really sure, but anyways, we're glad to have them. She's kind of funky. She has like all the funky like little swirls of hair, so she looks like she's got like bald spots. She's got like little bug eyes too, which I think are absolutely beautiful and gives her a lot of character. Out of all of the pigs, her and little Lucy are definitely like the boss pigs. I don't know if we're allowed to have 2 boss pigs, but I feel like they are the boss pigs, so I feel like I have 2. Let me introduce you to the next one. So I kind of say this like in literally every aspect of my life, and I'm not kidding. It's really true. As far as my life goes, animals just kind of come into my life. I was happy to finally have an opportunity to be able to say yes to the animals that needed me, versus like always having to say no because I don't have space. Now that's a lot of the reason why I end up with foster animals. Obviously they end up getting adopted and they go to their homes. This little girl is Mae Mae. Her name was originally Cynthia or Margaret. I'm not really sure which one was which. One of my friends through a Facebook bunny group I'm in volunteers at the MSPCA, which is over 2 hours from my house. And she had messaged me about this little girl because, as you can see, her coloring looks a lot like my sweet girl Layla that we had lost. She was 8 years of age, so it's not like anything crazy happened. She lived a good life, but she was really my heart pig and I loved her so much. So anyways, she looked a lot like her as far as coloring, and that's not the reason why I got her, obviously, but I was definitely open to having more pigs. So when I saw her, I was like, oh my god, I need to go meet her. So I went down to the MSPCA and I met her and her little sister, and yeah, we ended up falling in love, and obviously I brought her home. Like I said, her name was either Cynthia or Margaret, and now her name is Mae Mae. She's a super little girl, and it's said that she was 1.5 years. I've been like keeping up with her weight just to see if she ends up growing or if maybe she's just a small pig, and I do think that she actually is just a small pig because she's kind of staying around the same and not really growing. But you can see here she's got the Abyssinian fur, the crazy coat. She is super cute and adorable, and she's a little nervous, but we're getting there, huh? Now this is her friend or sister, whatever you want to call her. They originally came from, I believe, a PetSmart before they were surrendered. She was also 1.5 years, and her name is Olivia. Again, she was either Cynthia or Margaret. I'm not really sure. I didn't want to keep those names for multiple reasons, but it's funny because now I have a Marge, kind of Margaret, Marge, I don't know, but that's okay. She is actually super cute and super sweet. Her hair is a little bit longer than it looks, and it's super soft. It's really special. My friend basically was like super shocked at like how sweet they were once I held them and like how much they calmed down. She was like calling me a guinea pig whisperer. It was kind of cute. But we have since bonded. She is super sweet. She's definitely nervous like a normal pig, and she's really kind of what sold me on the pair, which was surprising because I thought the other one would because of just her colors. I was like, oh my god, I need to have her. That was Mae Mae. And then I met them, and honestly, her and how sweet she is really what's like sold me. Like, I mean, I knew I was taking them home anyways because really, like, let's face it, do I ever really say no when it comes to that? So I don't know if you can tell, like, her hair is kind of long, and it's just super soft, and I love her colors as well. Hi. So yeah, you now just met all of my pigs, and I hope that you guys enjoyed hearing their stories and meeting them for the first time. You definitely will see a lot more of them in videos coming up. I do have a lot planned for Christmas, so look forward to that. And again, don't forget to subscribe if you want to. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.